I've been working with Habitat for 19 years now, 13 of them here in Bloomington, so for a long time. I just think it's an incredible organization that makes powerful change through a very simple system that's completely sustainable.
I think the recession's hit everybody across the country regardless of the income level, and especially at the lower income levels where people need housing or are having trouble getting loans for mortgages. I think Habitat is a great opportunity for them to help in that need of getting shelter and getting a home. And I'm sure the number of people who are applying have gone up. So it's just great to be part of that and see, actually, when the person whose home we were building was here and building our own home. So it's great to see that interaction.
In terms of our donations, that our biggest donors have been able to really maintain their giving levels, but the folks that are at the $100 and below level are really struggling, and so we're seeing those donations drop off. And so at the same time that the need for housing is increasing, our funding to be able to provide the house is not as strong.
What we are also trying to do is say, in the midst of the recession where everybody's watching their dollars even more closely, Habitat has been a very good steward of our resources. You know, more than 95% of every dollar that comes into Habitat goes directly to program services. So people can feel really good about a donation to Habitat, knowing that we're going to stretch their dollar as far as we can, just like they would in their own household.
Our number of applications has gone up for homeownership. We currently have a waiting list of more than 25 families that are waiting to move into their houses, and when we're only building 12 houses every year, it means that every family has to wait at least 2 years. And these are families that are living in really dilapidated, substandard conditions, and so raising children in conditions where you know, there's holes that they can fall through in the floor, or they don't have running water. 2 years is just simply too long to wait.
I applied September 13th, 2 years ago, so it's almost a little over 2 years that I'll be getting my house.
I love that Habitat is more of a social justice organization. It's not a charity. All of these homeowners come out and you see them and they're working so hard. Trish is out here every day in the cold and the rain, and she's been working for 2 years for this. And it's just really pretty impressive that all of these people are coming together for a common cause, and it's something that the homeowners are taking pride into because they're right next to you hammering on their house.
Out of a recession, there might be more funding available to build more houses. And as I say, I think some of the guys here who come and work, the more experienced people, rather than having time to come to Habitat, they might be tempted to go back to building houses or working full-time. So we might find ourselves short of professionals, maybe.
They just had a circle meeting at the beginning of the day, and then they said, who wants to work on the roof? And I went on the roof and worked and just started nailing nails.
What the recession has done for me personally is really made it very apparent that a lot of families that never would have needed Habitat before, and probably could have gotten off the cusp of poverty instead of falling into the depths of poverty, have gone the other way. And so it's a real awareness that, you know, life is fragile, and you know, our ability to stay on top of the curve is, you know, but for the grace of God.
I'm really no different than any of our homeowners. I think any of us are just one really significant medical bill away from being in a position where you need a hand up.
The recession is not going to affect poor people because we always are in a recession. We're the survivors in a recession.